Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the 15th of August 2018 and this is the Everton News Daily. Yerry Mina will did I say Jerry then? Yerry Mina will train with Everton's first team tomorrow for the first time. Marcel Brands has revealed it in some interviews he's done with the media today. I think he's done interviews with the likes of Radio Merseyside and Alan Myers at Sky Sports News, and so make sure you look out for that interview later, or for all those interviews. Should be good, should be revealing, but he has revealed that Yerry Mina will train tomorrow for the first team. So does that put him in contention for the first team on Saturday? Bit early for me, I think, just because he hasn't had that much training with Barcelona. I think he only came back either last week or the week before, after his break after the World Cup. So although there is a spot to fill with Phil Jagielka suspended, maybe it'll be another week, or possibly the League Cup when we take part of that in a couple of weeks' time. So he's in training. So that's basically all the players Everton got on deadline day. Although Gomez has got an injury and is going to be out probably till after the international break. But it's good that they're all bedded in now. They've all done their fitness tests at Finch Farm, and they're all in training in some part. So hopefully we'll see all those players start to be dripped into the first team squad over the next few weeks. And again, as I said, I don't think personally we'll see that much of them before the international window. We've got three games, and I imagine they'll be all just dropped in bit by bit. Even Luca Dean, I think he'll be the same. So I think it's going to take a little bit of time before we see all these players come together and playing in the first team. So something to look forward to, though, isn't it? Nikola Vlasic, who obviously was told he didn't have a future at Everton, to be honest. He is being spotted on the way to Russia. It looks like he's going to make a loan move to CSKA Moscow. He actually bumped into some of his old teammates in the airport on the way. Some of his teammates from Split, and it got out in the Croatian media. So it looks like he's going to make that move, because obviously, as I said, he was already told. It's going to be interesting to see whether the likes of Mo Besic will make that move to Middlesbrough. Yannick Bolasie, where will he end up? I'm sure he's going to realise in the next few weeks that his future isn't at Everton, certainly for this season, with the amount of wingers Everton have now got. I mean, we've got 3 or 4 ahead of him now, really, haven't we? So he's going to have to, understand that his time is going to be away from Everton. But obviously he's only got 2 choices, whether it be Championship team or going somewhere in Europe. Obviously, a lot of rumours about him going to Turkey. So we'll have to wait and see whether any move takes place. Kits for Africa, very successful campaign that Everton have been part of in the last 3 years, I think, with their sponsor Sports Paysa. It's starting this weekend. There will be bins around Goodison Park, in the club shops, in the fan zone, where you can go and donate your old shirts, whether it be Everton or anyone else, really. The kits will all go to Africa and be used by local sides there. I think 6,000 shirts were donated last season with the help of Everton, Arsenal, Southampton and Hull fans all doing that, which is absolutely fantastic. So if you've got any old shirts from anywhere, really, that you want to donate, and they'll end up helping a kids team out in Africa, get involved. I'm sure if you're like me and there's loads of shirts just knocking about your house that you're not really bothered. I mean, listen, maybe the Everton shirts might be sentimental to you, but you might have other shirts. You might have England shirts from the summer that you're not bothered with because all the hype's come down now, or shirts of whoever. Take them along to the game on Saturday and donate them. If you can't get them there Saturday, the Huddersfield game or the West Ham game, well, you know what? Go into town, see if there's any cheap shirts knocking about, buy one and take that down to be donated to help them out. You can get plenty of cheap shirts online as well now, so why not do that? It'll help some people out, and if it is an Everton shirt, you'll be spreading the Everton colours to Africa. So it's a fantastic cause. Go and help them out. Joe Royle is going to be honoured by Oldham. They're naming a stand after him. Obviously, Joe Royle managed Oldham before he came to Everton. Very successful with them. Got them to a FA Cup semi-final. He was like a minute away from the 94 FA Cup final. Mark Hughes scored that volley in the last minute and they were knocked out. He kept them in the Premier League as well, which, I mean, if you look at Oldham now, if you're a younger viewer and you think Oldham in the Premier League, you know, they had a couple of years in the Premier League and did okay for 4 or 5 years when they used to have the old plastic pitch. Very hard team to beat. Joe Royle was a big part of that, and really, you know, think of Oldham. It's a really sort of small little town on the edge of Manchester, and he had them in the Premier League, kept them up in the Premier League. It was a sensational job, and that was the job that led him to come to Everton. That you know, proved he could be the man for Everton, and obviously he was the last manager to win anything at Everton. So that's fantastic for Joe Royle that he's been honoured by Oldham Athletic. What else is going on today? Could there be a change in the deadline date again? Obviously it was changed this year before the start of the season. Now the Premier League clubs will have a chance to vote again, and it'll be interesting to see whether they change it back. Personally, I would leave it. If I was the Premier League, I'd be putting pressure on those other European leagues to bring theirs in line with ours. Okay, there might be a week apart, for instance, because other leagues start at different times, but I'd be putting pressure on those countries. But we'll wait and see. There's a couple of weeks left for all those leagues and countries. Let's see what kind of business they do. If they don't do any business, if there's no real movement, if players leave who aren't really in an interest of Premier League clubs, then the Premier League might just stick to its guns. I think it should. I think it's much better that we now know that what our squad is, who we want to keep, and who we've got in is who we've got in. There's plenty of time to do your business. Plenty of time. You've got 2 months to get your players in. If you don't get them in, that's your fault. But if I was the Premier League, I would be putting pressure on Europe to come in line with us, because I think the Premier League, whether people like it or not, it drives money around Europe. And if we stop buying, you know, then other clubs, they might go, oh, we haven't got the money now, so let's get them in line with us. Never mind us getting in line with them. I just don't see the point in starting the season and you're still not sure of who you're trying to get rid of. I mean, obviously the argument is, well, Premier League club could sell someone in the next couple of weeks. Well, don't sell anyone. If you want to keep them, don't sell them. They had the chance to leave, and you know, you look at the Courtois situation at Chelsea. He wanted to go. Well, Chelsea probably said, well, if you're going to go, you've got to go this week. And he went, and they got a goalkeeper in. But no way would they have sold him after the window, because if they can't replace him, they're not going to do that. So, okay, Everton, we could lose players over the next couple of weeks, but they'll be players that we want to lose. You know, they'll be the likes of, obviously, Vlasic, who we've talked about, and Balassi and Besic. So they're not wanted, but anyone we want to keep, we're going to keep. So I would keep it exactly how it is and make them come in line with us. That's about it for today. Middle of the week, not much going on. Keep your eyes out for Marcel Brands' interview. As I said, Alan Myers, I think, has got an interview with him. That will be going out at some point tonight, I think. And obviously, local radio stations as well, I imagine, have got something with him as well. So keep your eyes and your ears open for that. That should be interesting, very revealing. And again, as the window's shut now, he can talk about that, and I look forward to listening to it. Anyway, thanks for joining me on the Everton News Daily. Keep your eyes out for all our great content this week. If you're on Patreon, there is a new episode of Road to Glory. We know you'll love it. Go and check it out. If you're not on Patreon, get over there. So many people have joined us on Patreon lately. Don't forget as well, if you're loving our t-shirts and you're not on Patreon, buy a t-shirt, go over to Patreon, join up, and we'll give you 25% off your t-shirt, which is effectively a free t-shirt or a free pay. Well, it's not a free t-shirt, it's free Patreon basically for a month. So if you're buying a t-shirt anyway, you might as well come and join Patreon, get 25% off. You get to watch Patreon for a month free. If you don't like it, you can leave. You haven't lost anything. You've got it for nothing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.